Most people don't fail because they're untalented. They fail because they stop too soon. They start going to the gym and quit after 2 weeks. They begin learning a skill and disappear after a month. They launch a YouTube channel, post 3 videos, and vanish. The real difference between average people and those who get results is rarely talent. It's consistency. In this video, we'll break down how to build unbreakable consistency using psychology, systems, identity, and simple daily actions that actually work. Why consistency feels so hard. Your brain is not designed for long-term goals. It's designed for immediate comfort and immediate rewards. That's why scrolling feels easier than studying. Watching videos feels easier than working out. Ordering food feels easier than cooking. Your brain loves instant dopamine. Consistency almost always gives delayed rewards. You don't get fit after 1 workout. You don't become skilled after 1 week. You don't build a successful channel after 3 videos. Because results are delayed, the brain often labels the effort as pointless. This is why most people quit during the invisible progress stage, when improvement is happening, but there's still no visible proof. Consistency is not about motivation. It's about continuing even when progress feels slow. Motivation is unreliable. One of the biggest mistakes is depending on motivation. Motivation changes every day based on sleep, stress, mood, and energy. If your progress depends on feeling motivated, it will always be unstable. Highly consistent people are not motivated all the time. They simply stop negotiating with themselves. The average person debates every task. Consistent people reduce decisions. They turn important actions into automatic routines. The less your brain has to debate, the more likely you are to act. Build systems instead of willpower. Real consistency doesn't come from forcing yourself every day. It comes from systems that remove friction. If every workout requires planning and motivation just to start, you will eventually fail. But if your clothes are ready, the time is already scheduled, and the routine is simple, consistency becomes much easier. The same rule applies everywhere. Want to read more? Keep the book visible. Want less screen time? Remove the apps from your home screen. Want to eat better? Stop buying junk food. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you think. The smartest form of discipline is reducing the need for discipline. The identity shift. Most people focus only on goals. I want to lose weight. I want to become productive. I want to be disciplined. Goals alone rarely change behavior long term. Identity does. Instead of saying, I'm trying to work out, start saying, I'm someone who trains. Instead of, I want to read more, say, I'm a reader. Human beings naturally behave according to the identity they hold. Someone who sees themselves as disciplined feels uncomfortable wasting entire days. Most people unknowingly reinforce the opposite identity. I'm lazy. I never finish things. I'm inconsistent. Eventually, the brain accepts these labels as truth. Consistency becomes easier when disciplined actions stop feeling forced and start feeling normal. Start smaller than you think. One of the main reasons people fail is starting too aggressively. Extreme diets, 2-hour workouts, massive routines from day 1. After a few days, they burn out. Your brain cares more about sustainability than intensity. A habit that survives is better than a habit that looks impressive for 1 week. This is why small habits matter. 5 minutes of reading can create a reading habit. 10 push-ups can create workout momentum. Writing 1 paragraph can create writing consistency. Small actions reduce resistance, and resistance is usually the biggest enemy. Most of the time, consistency is simply making the starting process easier. Stop trying to be perfect. Perfectionism destroys consistency. Many people think, if I can't do it perfectly, there's no point. So they skip one workout and quit entirely. Consistency is not perfection, it is repetition. A short workout still counts. Reading 2 pages still counts. 10 minutes of focused work still counts. The goal is keeping the habit alive. Habits are easier to maintain than to restart. Learn to scale down instead of quitting. If you planned 1 hour but feel exhausted, do 15 minutes. Protect the routine first. Intensity can increase later. The dopamine problem. Modern life has made consistency harder. Not because people became weaker, but because attention is under constant attack. Short-form content, endless scrolling, notifications, all of it trains the brain to expect instant rewards. Over time, deep work starts feeling painful. Studying feels boring. Working on long-term goals feels harder. Your dopamine system adapts to overstimulation. When the brain constantly receives high stimulation, ordinary productive tasks begin to feel underwhelming. Reducing overstimulation matters. Less scrolling, less multitasking, less constant entertainment. When dopamine levels normalize, focus improves naturally. Why most people keep restarting. A new month starts, motivation spikes. You create a big plan. For a few days, everything feels great. Then life happens. Energy drops, stress increases, the routine collapses. The problem is not that you failed. The problem is that your system only works under perfect conditions. Real consistency requires routines that survive bad days, because bad days are guaranteed. If your system only works when you feel good, it is not a strong system. The real formula, building unbreakable consistency, is not about becoming superhuman. It's about building systems that work in real life. Start smaller than your ego wants. Reduce friction. Stop depending on motivation. Create routines instead of emotional decisions. Protect your focus. Recover quickly after failure. And most importantly, stop expecting perfection. Consistency is not about never failing. It is about never fully stopping. The people who eventually transform their lives are usually the ones who keep showing up longer than everyone else. Even imperfectly, even slowly, even on bad days. If you remember only one thing, remember this. Consistency is less about intensity and more about repetition. Small actions repeated for years will always outperform massive effort that only lasts a few weeks. Stop waiting for the perfect mood or the perfect Monday. Start smaller, make it sustainable. Become the type of person who keeps showing up. Because once consistency becomes part of your identity, almost everything in life becomes easier.
If this hit close to home, don't scroll past. Subscribe. Take your focus back. Level mind. Breathe deeper.